Hey, what's up? It's your boy G Uno. You watching Raising Mindset, and it's Self-Strength Saturday. And your everyday life, you will meet people and wonder why is it that they do what they do. Many people in this world have suffered or are currently suffering from their own personal form of trauma. Now, this is okay. Trauma is valid. Trauma, PTSD in this case, is a reoccurring emotional response to a past terrible event. Reactions vary but can be shock and denial or unpredictable emotions, flashbacks, strained relationships, and physical stuffs like headaches. Now, there are many different forms of trauma: acute trauma, chronic trauma, and complex trauma. Acute trauma is trauma resulting from a single incident. Chronic trauma is trauma that is prolonged and repeated. Examples of this is domestic violence or abuse. Complex trauma is trauma from being exposed to varied and multiple traumatic events. While there are many different types of trauma, they all affect the way a person feels, which makes them valid. Many people dealing with trauma react to the world according to it. Those reactions could be denial, anger, bargaining, depression, or acceptance. To mask off the pain, some people turn to drugs, violence, crime, or self-harm. Now, while it's very easy to judge people, it's very important to know why is it that they do what they do. Everybody acts a certain way for a reason that may be masked off to the public. You might not understand why they do what they do, but trust me, there's a reason. Lucy Christopher said, "It's hard to hate someone once you truly understand them." That bit of understanding will show you why they do what they do. Now, this doesn't justify any bad behavior. There are some terrible people in this world, but something made them this way. As babies, we are not born with the intent to harm others or ourselves. It's the events in which we view which programs how we feel, how our future selves will be. Some people have faced sexual, physical, or verbal abuse, others bullying, rejection, and witnessing a trauma. Some people have turned to drugs, alcohol, because it's the only way they know to ease their pain. Others turn to crime because it's the only option they know. Hurt people hurt people. And a very few turn to self-harm because to them, the pain of dying is nearly nothing compared to the pain of living. But as that very few turns to self-harm, we know that that's a few too many. The mind is an engine. What goes in will determine how it functions. Any form of trauma can and will impair the mind until help is received. We cannot change what has happened in the past, but we can help others heal from it. If you want to help someone dealing with trauma, start by not judging them, because judging them can sometimes make the situation worse. Check up on them, see how they are feeling. And if the situation is too extreme, suggest therapy or counseling. But don't jeopardize your own mental health at the expense of someone else. If it's you that's suffering from your own personal form of trauma, and you cannot help, you can't get help, but you still want to ease that pain without turning to drugs, crime, or self-harm, I got a few things you could do. Go to a rage room and let that steam out. And if you can't do that, create your own rage room. Just don't hurt anyone. Write down the things that have been bothering you on some glass plates and then break them plates. Free yourself from whatever is holding you back. Put some music on and go for a long walk. Let that cool air relax your mind. Write an anonymous diary. You're letting everything out and you might end up helping someone else out. That's a 2-for-1 special. There is no definite way to be cured from trauma, but there are a few ways to making your mind stronger so that trauma doesn't impair you any longer. It's your boy G Uno. You was watching Raising Mindset. I thrive to raise confidence, self-acceptance, and the will to learn more. It was your boy G Uno. Give me a like, give me a comment, and give me a subscribe. Uno out.